Welcome back to the apocalypse and to my review of Doomsday discs. They sent me out a care package with a bunch of their molds, and we're gonna be playing at a pretty apocalyptic looking course. It's just completely under construction here in Fairhope Fairways in Fairhope, Alabama. And we're gonna be testing out the Dystopia from Doomsday disc, the Plague, the Landmine, which is one of the funkiest discs that I've ever felt in my entire life, the Blackout, as well as the Frag. Doomsday disc is a pretty cool and funky company. Literally the person I was corresponding with to get these discs, his name is Dr. Death, so that scares me a little bit. But we're gonna play a little bit of a safari layout on most of these holes and play 6 holes. Starting out, we should just go here to a pretty simple 260-foot shot over there, but instead, we're gonna be going 420-ish feet out to right past that first pole on the right there. We do have a wind that is pushing this way, but as we throw all these, we'll give different profile views of everything that they have. Now, according to Infinite, the Dystopia is 10, 5, -2, 2. So it's probably gonna be kind of more of a controlled driver than a 10, and that's what I was gonna throw, but I think instead we're actually gonna throw the Plague, which is 12, 5, -1, 2.5 according to Infinite discs. Kind of interesting because they have this lip here, which I'm sure makes it more overstable, but the parting line here is a little lower than I normally think about an overstable distance driver category. This plastic feels interesting. It's a little bit more like gummy than most premium plastics that I prefer. I like a stiff disc, but this is one we're gonna put it out on some anhyzer. I feel like it's gonna be flippier than the numbers say. I hope that we're not in the middle of this crap because it is gross. Oh, there's also no putter. I just realized that. I'm gonna be putting with a freaking Landmine or a Frag or something. But if I can't be part with just these discs, we're gonna have to give them away. Come on, baby. Oh, that thing bombs. Oh, no way. That was its numbers. That was pretty, I thought that was gonna be a little flippier. I was a little nervous. I kept it a little bit more left than I would want to, especially with the wind pushing, because I thought it was gonna be flippier, but it was true. I think that's why I like Infinite's numbering system, because it's like weird decimals according to like, I think actual testing and people putting in their own flight numbers. I'm not crazy about the way that that thing feels, but I liked how it came out of my hand a lot because the rim with that little lip at the bottom there gives me a little bit extra leverage to snap off my fingers. So my snap with that disc was really good. I'm kind of surprised. This might go a lot better than I thought. Okay, I had to go set that bike down because I totally forgot to press record. But what we're gonna be putting with today and throwing is the Landmine. It's between this and the Frag for the weirdest disc that I've ever felt, including like Sonics, everything, because this disc is like a saucer. Look at how thick that rim is. It's kind of like a more comfortable polecat, honestly. It's a little bit wider. It's actually wider than all of the distance drivers. You can literally see it around every single part of that. It's not significantly wider, but it definitely is. But we have a putt that I definitely didn't cage out on when I went and should have been recording, but wasn't. For a recreation of what happened last time, par. All right, hole 2 here. Normally we're throwing from this tee pad into the woods, 260 feet, but instead you can probably barely make out a little light pole over there. Where that building is down there, about 80 or 90 feet in front of it is a basket. So we're gonna throw something to that. I have no idea how far that. I'm not gonna play all these safari, but I wanna get the distance drivers out of the way because it's not a good distance driver course. Oh man. So it's 350 to the top-ish of the hill. Okay, that's gonna be pretty far. I think we're gonna try out the Dystopia, which they say is 10, 5, -2, 2. So it should be pretty flippy, especially with this wind. So I'm gonna leave it slight hyzer to the left and let it kind of glide down towards the basket. Yep, now get stable, be that 2. Okay, that hit that tree branch. I feel like that was gonna be perfect if it didn't hit that tree branch. I really hope you could see that. I was barely able to see it because this lighting situation today is super weird since we're literally in the apocalypse. I might have a look for the birdie, which I need because I need at least one birdie here. I'll tell you what though, both of those discs coming out of my hand felt really good. That one I did leave high. I'm sure if I throw that on a lower line, which I wasn't intending to do, but if I do throw it on a lower line, I'm sure it'll burn a lot more. Okay, so 3 things. 1, this disc went 400 feet, 380 feet, slightly downhill, obviously, but it did hit a tree on the way down. 2, I did not remember where that basket was. I thought I was like inside the circle. I'm not inside the circle. 3, this plastic I think is the most similar to other plastics that I've thrown before, and this disc feels like it can bomb because it's very light at the top here, and so most of the weight is on the sides. This kind of feels like an Infinite. Honestly, most of these might be made by Infinite because I haven't thrown a ton of Infinite, and this feels like maybe an iBlend Pharaoh, one of the first discs that I ever had. Very like bomber. Like this thing I think can absolutely bomb. It might be like that really good 10-speed flippy disc that I want. Maybe. I really liked how it threw for me that one time. So got a big long putt. We could maybe try to forehand the Frag, which is one of the weird, look at this thing. It's like kind of like a Latitude 64 anchor, which I've never actually thrown, I've just felt before, but the plastic feels very base, very rubbery. I think it's probably just an upshot with the Landmine because I think the Frag is like 3303 or something, and this is 2202. Wind, Let's make this, that'd be sick. Oh, I thought I did, but that thing has no glide. Okay. Cool. Maybe if I had thrown the frag, it would have gone in. What the? Okay, I'm glad I threw that here, because if I was gonna throw that in a hole, I was gonna throw it like a Zone or Razor Claw 3, and that disc is the least glidey, overstable disc I've ever thrown. What the heck? All right, couple super easy cleanups. No pressure at all. On to hole 3. Still even par. You definitely need a birdie though. All right, so I just looked up the frag numbers, and it's literally 5205 or something like that. So definitely not 3303. Next, we're going with the Blackout, 8.5 -2-1 on a 300-foot hole. I kind of want to try to forehand it, but I'm not insane. I feel like it's gonna be a really nice fairway driver slot. Easy shot, ideally. Oh, wow. That disc glides. Okay, this rain is a lot. All right, this might honestly be a selling point of Doomsday, but I'm gonna finish out this hole, and then we're gonna come back next time, because I literally just heard freaking thunder, and the rain has really picked up, so good distance control. I just don't throw this flippy of a disc. Whew, easy putt. Oh, Anthony, sit down. Oh, bad. Okay, we got a par. Hey. 3 pars. 3 more holes to go on a very different day. Unless this rain somehow magically stops. And maybe ask Dr. Death if he did this, because this is ridiculous. I feel like this is some sort of sick joke, but with 3 more holes to go. These are cool discs though. These are much better discs than I anticipated they would be. All right, we're back and it's dry. We're even through 3 right now. I have to walk across the apocalypse right here apparently. Luckily there's no more rain, so we should start off with a pretty big 370-foot uphill hole that I think I kind of want to throw the Blackout on again, because that first throw with it in the rain was bad. All right, executive decision, throwing the Blackout again, which is the 8.5 -2-1. Wouldn't be stupid, because this hole is 360 feet. You can't really see it. We have like a central line here that I would have to turn something through and have it come back, but it's up the hill to the left, pretty tucked in there. Not a very easy shot at all. I'm kind of between throwing the Dystopia and the Plague. The Plague is the smart shot because we do have a wind pushing us from the left to the right, and we can just take it right of this tree and hopefully skip up. I think that's probably the play. I'm gonna throw this Dystopia second just to see if I can hit that gap on some hyzer, turn it, and have it turn back. But I think the play is the Plague. This is gonna be the second time throwing this. This thing just feels weird in my hand. Its shape. It reminds me of something from like when I first started playing, but I cannot for the life of me remember. Ooh, maybe it was like the D model OS in like a really space plastic. But let's see. Well, that's gonna be a little flippier next time. That was not a good shot at all, and we need to get under par. We're gonna try the Dystopia up the middle line. Wow. Oh, I really like that disc. That flipped just like I wanted and started coming back. It didn't have as crazy of a turn back as I would like, but it's a flippy disc, and I smacked that gap, and we'll probably have a look for a putt, but this is gonna be a pretty tough up and down here. Ugh. I should have just not shown you the first shot, but I always gotta have integrity. Ugh. Okay, I'm for sure a bit nervous because, wow, that other shot was so good. I think I have to throw the frag. That seems like the right shot, but 5.205, and by throwing it one time, it was true to its numbers. I think I'm gonna have to rip over on it on Anheuser and treat this kind of like a Justice. If you haven't seen this before, look at, it's like straight up and then kind of straight back down. This is such a funky feeling disc. Honestly, I feel like I have to go full power. Oh my gosh. What the heck is that disc? What? I know a lot of these discs like are for kicks and giggles. That's the right way to say that on YouTube. But that's like, it's like a baby tilt. Well, that's unfortunate. +1. I think we're gonna be making good use of the Blackout and the Dystopia, because so far the Frag and Landmine are fun because they got a little bit of weirdness to them, but these discs, I think, are like solid molds. So I'm excited to carve up some woods with them, hopefully. All right, this basket, you're not gonna be able to see from the tee because I have to like walk over here. Honestly, I can't even see it. I had to walk up the hill to see it because it's up and to the right. It's like 260-ish feet. So I'm thinking that this Blackout is gonna be right. It's an 8-speed understable driver that going uphill, if I throw it flat or slightly hyzer, I think it'll hit that gap and continue to turn, which is exactly what I want going up the hill. I really need one of these next 2 birdies. And these middle holes here are the tightest holes on the course. That is exactly what I wanted. Just a foot inside. That was flying really nice for me. Well, the shot was so bad that I still can't see the basket. Maybe try the landmine on a forehand here. None of these are good. We're gonna try the frag again. Don't be dumb, Anthony. Don't get another bogey, then I'm screwed. Skip! Oh, Anthony. Wow, not good. This isn't even really a good putt. Honestly, the best chance is a forehand throw-in, and I need it. Otherwise, I gotta give, I don't remember exactly what I said. If I'm even, I give one away. If I'm +1, I give 2. If I'm, for every stroke I haven't beaten par, it's a disc. Oh, skidded just under. That was sweet. All right, yeah, that disc can stay over there. Bogey, +2. And to be honest, this disc, I don't think we'll throw again. There was a hole that I was like, maybe we throw it on. But that's before I realized this is just a miniature tilt, which is cool if you keep it in that category of fun, cool disc, not something I would throw on the disc golf course. All right, for the last hole, we're gonna go catch cam here. I'm just gonna take the landmine and the frag because we got about 190 feet. This is the basket. We're got a pretty straightforward backhand hyzer fairway. I'm nervous. I don't like any of these 5 discs for this hole, honestly. But I think the landmine is gonna be my actual shot. Hopefully we can get a birdie and mitigate the damage to just one. Oh, just try to pitch through. Yes, that should be fine. Okay, not great, but whew, should be able to save the par. Yeah, I gotta say, I think the premium plastic discs that are more similar to normal molds are pretty solid from Doomsday. These are fun, the landmine and the little baby tilt, but this one does take some damage. It got a little damage right there. But unfortunately, I gotta give 3 of these guys away over on my Instagram, @Bonanza Disc Golf. All details will be over there once this video goes live. Jeez, +2 after being even through 3. Pretty unfortunate. I would say that especially like this Dystopia might play around with being in my bag because I was just able to hit lines. Feels very comfortable, that 10-speed rim in my hand. The Blackout is all right. I feel like this would probably be a pretty good roller disc, but I didn't have a lot of good roller lines to throw it on. It's pretty fun what Doomsday is doing, especially just adding a little element of weirdness to the disc golf space as if it wasn't already weird enough. But if you want to check out my last review of a company, check it out right up over here. I think you'll like it. Don't forget to subscribe. That's a fun light leak on my face. Ooh, light through the woods. Okay, love you, bye.